Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to Christmas in April. I have not been working on my December daily at all. So I was gonna maybe do a page or so with you, but I realized like I haven't looked at it for so long that I forgot kind of like what I was doing, and I'm still not printing my pictures. I think my goal is to print my pictures for July and do a lot of finish it up in July, but we can still build the pages and kind of prep almost like Crystal and all of them do in October and November before actual December daily, which I think I'm going to try to do this year, is actually prep and semi-plan what I want to do, or at least make some foundation pages or something maybe by then. I don't know. I don't mind doing it after the fact. I journaled every day that I felt like there was something to journal about or wanted to note on the Day One app. Thank you, Taji, for introducing me to that. And I do have a few things done. So let me give you a wrap up again of what I do have done, and then kind of let's plan a few days and kind of do what we can do for those days without the photos, if that makes sense. So I just kind of, and I apparently when I was, the last time I played with it, I kept adding things, or I maybe got some stuff on clearance. And so my December daily supplies are a mess. I have one of those We Are Memory Keepers carts with the trays. I had 2 trays worth of stuff. It was all like scattered, all just crazy, and yeah. So let's do some planning, semi-doing for a few pages today together, and then I'll actually show you what I'm planning for this year if you want a sneak peek of that. We'll see how much time we have or how long this takes. So I went through and I started noting what size photos I need to print so that when I do go to print, I know right away what I need to print and I don't have to second guess it. So I have this beautiful beginning page, which is a Confessions of Paper Cut Files, and it's just got a bunch of ornaments, and my theme for this 2021 album was kind of like the shapes of Christmas. I have a little list right here. So things like visual things that make you think of Christmas. And I already know that I think I'm gonna be more minimalistic for this year. I really like watching Heba and her I like how she did her gratitude journal and things like that, where it was like consistent, the same. She had her journaling, she had a photo, and she just did a little bit of decorating and embellishments. I think I'm going to do that in style-ish. We'll see. I might have more photos. I have a child, so there's more photos involved. But so we have our title page, whatever, and then our Day One, which journaling's done. This page is basically done, except for printing all of the photos. So I have a photo of my son that I need to print with the advent calendar, and then this is where all the advent calendar photos are gonna go. There's gonna be 4 on each tag. That way they're all in one spot, instead of last year I put them, or the year before I should say, I put them all on the days that they appeared. I kind of like the idea of seeing all of them together. So we're gonna try that out this time. So I was figuring out what size photos I need, and so that's all figured out. So that's Day One, and then Day Two is essentially done. Photo embellishments, I put the few leftover sequins, and then my journaling right here, which will go below the photo. Can't see it. Crystal does this where she puts pockets of things that are going to go on that aren't going to get glued until you have the photos. I really like that. So this, I'll do more embellishments, but I don't necessarily need to pick them out. But there's my journaling, and that'll go on, and that was Day 2. Day 3, this is going to be a giant photo. I put a transparency in the middle. I was trying to decide if I want to put a tab on there. Let's see what we got. Do I have epoxy flare? Yes. In snowflakes? Yes. Could I definitely do this to help grab it? Sure could. And I could do another one down there. Yeah, let's do that. Look at us doing things, getting things done. So yeah, day 1, a rectangle or a calendar basically is the shape for day 1. Day 2 is the heart. Day 3 is a cardinal, specifically cardinal or just bird. I don't remember if I did dove somewhere. I don't think so. I hope not. No, because I figured cardinal, dove, something like that. But cardinal is like a symbol we use for my mom. So that is why I chose that. Because I haven't used like any of these flares. So let's use some. I should have probably used red line tape. That'd probably attach better, but yeah, let's grab the red line tape. So this is just like finishing details of this one, except for, yeah, I need the photo. But then, so day 3 it'll be this giant photo of me folding laundry. I did this, I think, and then this is a photo that I'll have of a movie poster, or actually a show image, and then all my journaling's done there. And if I want to add embellishments, I can do that. So then day 3 is done after we get especially after we get these flare down. And this is just something fun to add to it. We didn't need to. I could have done chipboard stars, I guess. 2 was an option. I have some chipboard stars, but I've had these flare in 2 kits now, so I probably should use them. I love them, but I probably should use them. And then I'll only have a couple left, which is awesome. Let's do this one. I really like this one. And I'm using all my numbers for this 2021 from Shadney. I had gotten the year prior a advent calendar from her Etsy shop, and that was awesome. Tons of good wood veneer for Christmas. Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life also did some prepping, not tons. She's kind of got the same mindset I do. Sometimes you just don't know what you're going to be doing. So she did some prepping too for this one, which I enjoyed. Okay. All right, there. We got something added to that. Okay, so then page 3 is done. So then we were working on, I was going to start on page 4. So I'm going to have 4 photos. Where is this? So I need a piece of paper here, which we can get. I can do that. And then I was going to have 2 2x3 photos. And this is day 4. So I can do the photos. I can get stuff tucked in here. So I'm going to have 2 2x3 photos, and then I have a stencil of lights. Lights is day 4, right? Yeah. And we had a light parade. So I thought about stenciling. I might just do white cardstock, and I thought about stenciling my own string of lights and go around, and then doing the black in like a Nuvo or something, so it's more dynamic. But I kind of want to have the photos on there before I do that. Because, no, I guess, well, so here's the other thing. I cut out 2 2x3 rectangles to kind of emulate my photos so we can place and play. So maybe we could do that. But I was going to do a string of lights that goes around and then comes, and then after it gets here, and then we'll come this way for my photos for day 4. And then this is where all the journaling, I might do some stamping, and then there's going to be a 3x3 photo with a pop out. And here I already folded this for my pop out. So we could create that too. So that's something we could create. But that was the plan there. And then depending on, have a really large photo on the back here of my cocoa, and this is Cup of Cheer. It's a wood veneer from Colorcast Designs, and so that's gonna be day 4. And then day 5 is all about a bow. So this doesn't make sense, but putting the tree up to me is like the bow on a present. It makes you feel like you're ready to take on the holidays and you're set to go. So I was going to start with a transparency. And I'm going to put the photo, because we rearranged our living room for it this time. So I was going to put the photo down on this transparency and make my photo a pocket where there'll be hidden journaling, this little details. I'm going to put, oh my gosh, I didn't take everything out. This little bow on here. And that'll tuck into the under the photo, which will be a pocket, which I have plenty of room, so that's perfect. And I'm gonna do, what size photo? 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. Is that what my plan was? Where's my ruler? Oh, there it is. Because this is just 2 1/8. Because then I cut this by 3 1/4 by 3. So there's a little bit of room. So I won't be able to do anything with that. I can glue the bow on. Until I can glue the bow on and the paper on. Anyway, and then the other side, since it's a transparency, I will have just another piece of paper. And then I thought about doing these windows because day 5, what day are we on? 6? Day 6 is house. And this was the day actually the gas company worked on our house. So I have a photo of the guy through the window working on the gas line. So I was going to put that behind these windows. I actually might cut out the center part, and I'm fine with there being a gap because then it shows that there's a photo there, and I'll put something to kind of pull it open. That, and then the page opposite would have this door, and I'll crease that so I can open that. Is so far the plan, that and that. So that's day 4, 5, and 6. So that's the only plan I have so far, was to that point. Yeah. So I need better organization for my December daily stuff to make this go a little bit smoother. I have it, like I said, right now it's literally on the floor. It's just all over on the floor. So let's glue some of this stuff down that we want. So when did I say? All right, get these, put all our goodies in. So I need a 3 1/4 by 3 inch square. This is gonna be really shiny too, so I apologize for the glare. All right. Okay, let's glue on. Where'd my tag go? See, this is why December daily is so hard for me. Let's glue on the tag bow. And then I can do my journaling. Woohoo! Okay. And then the little window will go right here. And the little that out. And that guy will sit right behind there. Let's see, what size photo do I need? We'll say 3 1/8 by 2 3/4. Okay. Okay, so we'll have that, and then we'll have this, which I'll put at the bottom. And I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that yet, but that's the plan. So we'll just go from there. That's a good spot to stop for day 6. Okay. I'll grab my number. I don't know if my 6s and 9s matter. I need 5. Oh, that's definitely a 6. Well, here we go. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's day 6. So that'll go in the album like that. All right, and day 5, we will do, photo tag pocket, which will look super cute. Oh yeah, I can do my journaling. Do that in a little bit. And then that'll do. I don't know if I want December moments on there, so let's see what I have for other things that could go on there. All right, I know it's day 5 is about the bow. So I thought instead of December moments, oh, I could just cover it up with the bow. Look at that. I thought maybe that would not work. But then I have this side that's on reverse, so I want to cover that up. And I'm okay with the shape of the bow. I just need something to cover up the words. Because to me it looks stupid if I cover up the words, but it doesn't say. Ooh, just that documented, that might be good. Then I can always stamp something or add something else. Yeah. Okay, so that's day 5. I didn't end up taping this down because I remembered the tape would show up, so I don't want the tape to show up. So we're going to glue the 5 right there. I know we're working kind of backwards. I'm sorry about that if that's confusing you. All right, now we'll work on day 4, which is a little more involved. Before I glue it, I think I'm gonna do all this stuff before I glue it down, just because this is kind of a wonky spot. But we're gonna put these little red lines that I had. Is it gonna go all the way? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna cover this with red line tape. so these are my 2 photos that I clearly cut crooked. Oh my, if I could just cut straight, that'd be great. Are they even? Okay, they're probably not even 2 by 3. It's close enough. Close enough that it gets the job done. Right. Have it start like right here maybe. Right now other question is what colors do we use? Okay, so I covered, sorry, I needed a break from the lights. I've got like a migraine going on. I've covered the bottom chunk of this December Stories card where my flip out and my journaling's gonna go. And then all I have is just like an inch wide piece of cardstock. I picked black. You can honestly, as long, it doesn't really matter. It's gonna get hidden. It's mostly just for the flip out part. I'm gonna put glue on every side of it because it is going to be on my page base, but then it's also going to house the 2 photos. So it'll get covered up by a photo that goes on the bottom and a photo that goes on the top, and I'll show you that in a second. So it's going to house this card that I trimmed down like so. Because I agree with Taji, she likes to do this instead of washi. I tried doing washi as my flip outs, and it's not sticky enough. I feel like it's not reliable enough. Okay, so then my photo will cover this up because it'll go on top of that. And my other photo will cover up this part. So then I'll have a little flip out. So I'll put a 3 by 3 photo here, a 3 by 3 photo here. And then once I get those photos, we'll put some more embellishments for flip outs, etc. So that'll be that part, which is awesome. So that part is technically done for now, besides the journaling. And I'll probably stamp on it too. I just haven't decided what I want to stamp yet. So now we'll do, yeah, the photos and the, so I just have to pick out colors that I want my lights to be, which would be really fun actually if they were all glittery things, wouldn't it? I think I will do them in colors that I have in this collection though. So kind of pulling from these colors, because what other colors have I used? Pretty much that, and some turquoisey mint. So yeah, I will use this kind of as my swatch, and I'm gonna just get some distressed oxides, probably tumbled glass, maybe twisted citron, festive berries, maybe more green, maybe candy apple. So candy apple, tumbled glass, twisted citron, and mowed lawn. Yeah. And then there is like a peachy color. This color, Tattered Rose. But for the sake of this page, we're just gonna do mostly greens. Greens, reds, and a blue. So I'll get those Distressed Oxides out and we'll just do kind of like a little, I could also do, let's see what these guys, let's see what my Pink Fresh inks have in store for me, huh? So Ocean Breeze, Berrylicious, the Olive, and the Grassy Knoll. So we could do those. Let's do those. That way we'll use some different inks. So let me grab those and we'll start creating a design here, and then we'll get out our Nuvo drops for the rope or the wire, and then we'll put some glittery, let's see, should we do some glittery stickles? Oh, or I have this thing too. I think it's in blue. Yeah, let's do some glittery stickles as like this part, the little black part that holds them on. That'll be fun. All right, I'll be back. I have started with my lights by, I'm realizing how dirty my desk is in some spots. I had my photos down kind of how I wanted them, which was, or my fake photos, which was kind of like this. And then I just drew a pencil mark to be a light string down my page like I want it. And now I'm just picking random spots to start with my colors and blend them. Now I don't have tiny blending brushes, and I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna, because this stencil, so this was in Advent Calendar from Redefined Creative. It's not huge, so I'm like, well, blending brush is gonna, a regular one's gonna take risk of like coming off and then having, so I just went and got some Q-tips. So if you are in a pinch and you need to blend something super tiny, like sometimes those Pink Fresh stencils, those layering ones, they're awesome, but they have some tiny spots in corners. So if you need a blending brush, I guess try Q-tips instead of, don't need to waste money, right? So that's what I'm doing. So I did Berrylicious for my red, and now this one is, what did I say, Grassy Knoll. So I'm just, oh, this is kind of a bad side to use. Taking them, they don't do the best blending, like it's pretty weathered, but it's okay. It doesn't matter to me. And it's a really horrible sound. So if you're not a fan of like the sound of styrofoam and stuff, that's what it equates to in my brain. And this Q-tip is falling apart. The other one did not. So I don't know what. But I'm just blending the best I can. So I'm gonna keep doing this, and then I'll show you how we'll do the rest of it. All right? Okay. All right, I ended up adding berry or coral reef as well as like a peachy color, because there are peachy colors throughout my album, or just a slightly lighter red. But it's coral, so it's more of a corally color. But anyway, I added that, which I think just goes really well. So now what I'll do is, I think I'll do the stencil of the top first, and then we'll do the Nuvo. So I'm just gonna take the top of this and put the tiniest amount of this black Stickles gel with a little palette knife in there, and that's what we're gonna do. So wish me luck. All right, so you can see it's slow going, but I was able to get a bunch of them done, but because of the size of the stencil and where the things are at, I gotta let those dry and do the other half. So I will be back, and hopefully I will have that all done, and then the Nouveau strung along all done. So we'll be back in probably a few hours, but I'll be back. All right, so there it is. It's still wet. There it is with all the Nouveau as the cord and the stickles as the tops. I really, really like it. I'm not going to add much else to it until I have my photos. So, and right now it's actually looking like I might even matte the whole thing in black, so it has a thin black border. I think that would look really, really nice. But I gotta wait for this to dry. I wanted to wrap this video up. It's getting kind of long, and you watched me like prep 3 days of my December daily with no photos, so that's not very exciting. But this was really fun to do, and I really like the effect, so that will go in that little stencil. I'll just keep with my December daily stuff for the future, so that way if I ever want to add, and I know where it is because it's Christmas, so I know it's over there. So yeah, but that is that page, so that'll go right here. So I just have to add my journaling and the photos eventually, and I'll probably do my journaling here in a little bit. And this wraps up my Christmas in April. That is getting posted late because... Yep. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Make sure you check out everybody who actually played down below on time. I'm sure you've already seen their videos. And we'll see you next time. Bye.